Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Jaron Boots Ennis versus Terence Crawford this year. Look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. In His Excellency, Turkey of Saudi Arabia has declared that he will try to make the Terence Crawford versus Jaron Boots Ennis fight this year. Now, what's interesting about this is we know His Excellency has been working with Terence Crawford, has been working with Jaron Boots Ennis, and this guy is a force in boxing for good. This man is helping to save boxing as the sport we all love by making the biggest and best fights. And this fight would be excellent. I mean, you have Terence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis, and you can finally settle the debate. This is the fight we want to see. You see Terence Crawford threw his belt in the trash so he would not have to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. He said the money wasn't right for that fight, and now there is no excuse. There is zero reason as to why Jaron Boots Ennis cannot fight Terence Crawford now. Now, you see Terence Crawford, newest opponent is Israel Madrimov. Now, Madrimov is a decent fight. He's a decent fighter. And at the end of the day, people are pumping this fight up like it's the best available fight for Terence Crawford, and it's really not. Madrimov is a decent fighter, and the fight between Crawford and Madrimov is a good scrap, but not a great one. He is not a great fighter. He's not a top talent, and he's not pound for pound. He's not elite skilled. He's none of those things. And the world title that he holds is not even his. He didn't even beat the world champion to get it. So at the end of the day, it's a good little scrap, but it doesn't make sense when you compare it to Jaron Boots Ennis. When you look at a guy like Boots versus Madrimov, completely two different fighters. Madrimov has a leaky defense. He's easy to hit. And for a guy like Terence Crawford, who's an elite counterpuncher, he's going to be able to tag this guy at will. When you see a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis, he does not have that problem. You see that Madrimov has a predictable offense. I mean, the guy really, he's going to come forward. He's going to make your life easy all night long, and he's going to throw a lot of the same shots over and over and over. A guy like Boots Ennis does not have that problem. You see a guy like Madrimov, he's highly untested with only 10 fights, so it's a completely different fight, completely different fighter, especially at this top level. You need all the experience you can get. Now, when you look at a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis, this guy's a complete fighter. This guy has all of the skills. He's not lacking in any department. He has the defense. He has the footwork. He has all of the things that Madrimov simply does not have. See, power is useless if you can't land it. And you need to have the skills and ability to be able to land. And that's what Jaron Boots Ennis has. He also has the skills and ability to make Terence Crawford miss. And that is a big key in a potential Terence Crawford fight. Terence Crawford fighting somebody who does not have the defense to make him miss, he will beat them every day of the week. And that's why this Madrimov fight is nothing special. I mean, let's just be honest and unbiased about it. And at the end of the day, Madrimov is deficient. He does not have the reach advantage over Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has a massive reach advantage over him. So Terence Crawford is going to be able to keep his distance, counterpunch, and hit him at will, especially with the fact that Terence Crawford also has better footwork. But with Jaron Boots Ennis, that's not even an advantage. They have the exact same reach. And Jaron Boots Ennis has a height advantage. He has great footwork and great defense. That is truly a 50-50 fight. That truly is a challenge for Terence Crawford because he would be fighting somebody on his same level with footwork. A guy who has better defensive skills than Terence Crawford is Boots Ennis. And the fact that Boots Ennis is not deficient with a reach disadvantage to Terence Crawford makes this an even more intriguing and even fight. See, if you know boxing, you know the truth. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Terence Crawford is the true test of who's the best.